I want to share something with you. I want to show you just how much of a nerd I am by showing you how many video games I have and how much I really, really love them. So let's just get started. On the couch, I have all of my controllers and peripherals. So, you've got everything from the Sega Dreamcast to Wii, remotes, Wii wheels for Mario Kart Wii, classic controller. Right here we've got our Panasonic 3DO controller. Yes, I have a Panasonic 3DO. I've got my Xbox 360 controllers, 2 wireless, 1 wired. I also have a IR remote for the 360. I have 2 Xbox controllers. I also have an Xbox IR controller, 2 PlayStation 2 controllers, 2 DualShock PlayStation controllers, 1 analog/digital PlayStation 1 controller, and 1 original PlayStation 1 controller. I have 4 Sega Genesis controllers, one of which being a programmable one, 3 GameCube controllers, 4 Nintendo 64 controllers, 2 Super Nintendo controllers, 4 regular Nintendo controllers, an NES Advantage, a Light Zapper, and also a joystick controller. All working, my dad. I have a wireless 360 racing wheel. I've got my Rock Band drums with custom foot pedal because it decided to break like every other one that there exists. Over here I have my mic stand that I've created for my Rock Band with the I've used my Westcon Lancer, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't think of the word for it right now, but holding it up. So now right here I've got all my video games for my current systems, which is PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Wii, Xbox, Xbox 360, and GameCube, all alphabetical order. So now let's move on to our video games since they're right here. I've got Sega Saturn, I've got Nintendo 64, Nintendo, PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, Panasonic 3DO, Genesis, Sega Dreamcast. Now in the center console I've got my 27-inch regular standard definition TV, and now I have my Acer 22-inch LCD monitor attached to a 2x4 with a rear mounting bracket so that I can spin it out of the way if I want to when I want to play things on my TV. I got my 600 watt receiver down there with my 5-disc CD changer, my VHS in case I ever want to watch stuff, plus my DVD player through my TV if I ever have the reason to do that, which I don't know why anyone would. Over here I've got most of my new systems, which includes the PS3, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, Wii, GameCube, and my regular modded Xbox. If we take a look to my left, I have my wall with some of my guitars for Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and these are the drawers that I usually keep all of my video games controllers in. So let's step into my actual room here, my MacBook over on the corner. Now I've got all these alphabetized. I won't show you the specifics, but I've got on the left hand side up here my PlayStation 1 games. On the right hand side I have my Dreamcast games. I've also got some Panasonic 3DO games that are in the jewel cases, and also Sega Saturn games that are in the jewel cases. Below which I have my Super Nintendo games alphabetized. I have my Sega Genesis games alphabetized, complete with Game Genie, which was back in the day. Up here I have all of my Nintendo 64 games with Game Genie, my iPods, which I have 3 of them, my Ghetto Rumble pack for the N64 with the attachment module for the memory card. I have my Sega Game Gear with my games and Game Genie. I also have a Game Boy Advance, which is actually not here at the moment. It's actually out in my car from going to the beach and bringing it with us. But below here I have some of my bigger jewel case for my PlayStation, my Sega Saturn games, Panasonic 3DO games, behind which I have some old school VHS. And then down here I have the alphabetized Nintendo selection. And that, so far, that's all I have. Working on getting a Neo Geo. I'm working on getting a TurboGrafx game console, as well as an Atari 2600. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them. If you got any cool pictures for your video games, I'd like to see them as well. So, happy gaming, rock on.